Oh man. All right, let me get my zen back together. Almost had to smack a bitch on my way here because of work.
Yep.
You know how that is, especially when you trapping wax all day.
What's that mean? Is that a black term?
What you sell is made out of wax, motherfucker. Trapping wax. Is it a black term? I
Hey,
guess.
I'm just trying to learn, you know?
Trapping wax. That do sound like some fly shit. Somebody gonna steal my shit. It's all good.
You gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Damn, I kind of missed the Christmas music.
You see? And I was gonna look up for something too,
Yeah,
a little
like
festive
new-
too,
yeah.
but you was bullshitting last
we
time.
could have got like some fireworks or something sounding off the.
That's just for when we open these. If you want to just
I'm opening mine now.
we had a change of scenery because we wasn't gonna record nothing this week.
Word. I thought you was gonna say we got evicted.
Oh, can you imagine? That means Larry got fired
Which is very possible.
after the call you just had.
Yeah. I mean, it can't fire me. It can reprimand me. Or we don't do that kind of shit here. Oh man. Fuck the system. All my angry brothers out there, fuck the system.
Okay, that's not what this is about. How was your Christmas, man?
Just like I imagined it would be.
So it was good.
A little depressing. Grandma.
Yo, when was the last time Christmas felt like Christmas to you, man?
No, Christmas was good this year.
It felt like Christmassy, like
Yeah, like because my family, everybody was getting along. Like usually somebody's upset about something or there's like some awkward tension because of something stupid that happened. But everybody was good. Everybody was laughing. We watched the basketball game.
Yeah.
Shit was cool. We watched a movie or something, or TV shows rather. It felt like a normal Christmas. I was grateful for that. What about you? How was yours?
It was all right. I took a nap.
Did you really?
Yeah.
After like Eli burnt you out or something?
Yeah. No, it was just like Christmas Eve. I worked all day.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we went to dinner and shit. And then had a few drinks. And then, you hang out afterwards. But I was just fucking tired. And then Eli got like the dog bit him again on his hand. Because he bit him like before, like a year ago. This fucking dog, I gotta get rid of him. Bit Eli again, so we had to get like antibiotics, and then it gave him like a side effect of it is like diarrhea.
Yeah.
So he was like waking up a couple times throughout the night. So then the next day we went to her parents' house, and I'm like, I'm going the fuck to sleep. It was like 2:00, 2:30. I didn't wake up till like 6. So that was my Christmas.
Damn. Was it because he's like playing with the dog too rough or something, or the dog's just too excited?
I don't know, man.
Fuck.
The dog's a fucking idiot. Stupid dog.
You're gonna have the animal activists coming after us for that one.
No, I mean
Dogs are as smart as their owners.
Well, that's the fucking problem, isn't it? If you got a stupid bee with a stupid dog, it's stupid things are gonna fucking happen.
Oh man.
Anyway, welcome to the Man Cave 2.0. This is my man cave. You're actually in my official man cave.
Yeah.
Little change of scenery because it would have been too much work to go over there. I had to work today, and like I said, we weren't actually gonna record today. We were gonna take a week off.
Y'all got lucky.
So, but we we did put a lot of thought into what we wanted the New Year's Eve episode to be like, and I think we were overthinking it, and that's why Mr. 3 a.m. hit me with a text message like, I have the idea.
Yeah.
So do you want to let the people know what we're going to be running through this episode?
So you know how every year somebody does some kind of recap of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I figured we could talk about all the stupid shit that happened this year.
The Man Cave Recap.
Yeah, the Mancave Recap. I like that. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna steal that and put it on on a t-shirt or something. And this is not in like chronological order or most important, whatever.
No.
But what I did do is I grouped them kind of like things people probably have heard of, most likely have heard of, like celebrity shit and more like global news.
I'm excited for this because I had zero participation in setting up this episode unlike any of the past like 12.
Yeah.
So all the information that's coming new to the audience is also new to me. So It's just fun.
Well, I hope I don't disappoint you.
I hope not either, because I'm fucking excited.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through some of the more well-known things that have happened.
Okay.
And then we can kind of taper off with some of the wilder shit that people have not heard about or probably haven't heard about.
Okay, like with Black Twitter and stuff. Because white Twitter don't know what the fuck is going on in Black Twitter. So
Black
if
Twitter is crazy.
it's too much going on, and I tap in and out of it.
Yeah.
I tip my toes into Black
Right.
Twitter every now and again.
Uh-huh.
But white people did. I know a lot of people don't even know that Black Twitter exists.
Like, how do I download
Yeah,
Black
what
Twitter?
is Black Twitter? Can I get it? Do I have a different username? But no, that's too much.
They made an IG account. Did you know that?
Black Twitter?
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, any smart person, any opportunist should have made that account.
Yeah, I'm mad they beat me to it because it would have been too easy. Will Smith slap.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I hate it because I watch the Oscars every year.
Do you really?
And I didn't fucking watch that one.
So you missed out.
I missed it. I remember waking up the next day, getting ready for work, going on Twitter like it's the newspaper in the morning. And then I was, Will Smith slap, whatever was trending. And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Right.
And then I'm going in, and then people were just like, white people were appalled. Couldn't fucking believe it, right? Because they actually liked Will Smith.
Yeah.
They were like, I thought he was one of the good ones.
I thought he's one of us. Yeah, that's what they thought.
Yeah, and then, he goes up there and portrays some violence, and they were just sick to their stomach. Yeah. So all I saw first was just reactions. And then I was like, what the fuck happened? Da-da-da-da-da. And then I saw the video, and I thought it was fucking fake.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this has to be like
Staged,
dude. But the more I watched it, it was just like, nah, this shit actually happened. Chris Rock is not that good of an actor.
No, he's not. No, he's not. You seen any of his fucking movies? No, he's not.
No, my man was as shocked as any one of us.
Yo, he said, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me and was stunned up there. But shout out to him for stuttering his way through the rest of that fucking show.
And he was gonna say some more shit. Like you can say, like you can see it when he was like, I could. My man was like, don't do it, not here.
Did you think Will was in the wrong?
Yeah.
Why?
I think first of all, I think him and Jada are in a toxic fucking relationship.
Agreed.
Obviously we only know it from the outside, but just from looking in, it looks fucking toxic as all fuck. Yeah. And it looked like he was like laughing at the joke, and so she was like, and then he was like trying to make an example. Yeah. So he went up there to do some shit, all because his girl did something in August. What was it? Like after July, August. Something happened in August. Or in her. See, I'm not, it's...
August happened in her.
August happened in her. So, something's jumbling up. And so I guess he felt like he had to show the world that he's not a bitch.
Yeah.
But that's not how you do it. Yeah, to Chris Rock, now if it was The Rock, and you slapped The Rock.
Never.
Kind of different story. Never. But you went to Chris Rock and slapped him on stage during the Oscars.
Right.
And then later won an Oscar. Nah.
But you gotta give it to him. To slap the shit out of somebody on stage.
He did slap him like a pimp, though.
And then you win an Oscar afterwards? Bro, that's legendary. Nobody's ever gonna fucking do that again. Yeah. Nobody's ever gonna do that.
But he did slap him with all of West Philly in him. That was like my man slapped him and just walked away.
Yeah, I think Will took some of his fucking soul when he hit him too. Chris Rock ain't been the same since. Like a fucking shell of himself up there on stage.
I don't know. I think if anything, this helped Chris Rock. Because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I want to see his stand up to see what the fuck he has to say now." Yeah. So that was another thing that I was like, it has to be fucking staged because you do this and then Chris Rock's like his tour is about to start. It just seems too perfect for him. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think he was in the right. Like a lot of other people said, I would have, It would have been more interesting to see the conversation happen backstage or some shit. Because Chris Rock wasn't going to do shit on stage. He's not going to box you on stage.
Yeah.
And if you go up there to slap somebody, who finna slap you back?
Someone is at the back door.
What the hell was that?
That was Alexa. And that's not even for our fucking...
That's theirs?
That's for Lena's parents. Ring thing.
Oh, but she has it like...
But it's like connected to ours for some fucking reason. So every time somebody rings their doorbell, I know about it. And then I'm watching TV and it pops up on the fucking corner, the live stream from the camera and who's ringing the doorbell. I'm like, I'm just trying to watch TV and now I got whoever the fuck it is on the corner. It was so fucking annoying. But yeah, back to the Chris Rock situation. If Will Smith would have slapped somebody on stage that would have tried to slap him back, then that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
I'd much rather see Will Smith box somebody on the Oscars.
So you think it's more because Will was basically picking on him than what he actually did?
I think Will knew that he can slap Chris and get away with it.
Okay. So what if it was The Rock up there and Will went up there and smacked him? You still think Will was in the wrong?
At that point, I really don't care. I'm on his side 100%. Right. Like, right and wrong is out the window. Yeah. You just went up there and slapped The Rock, you fucking maniac. You got my vote.
Right. Like, yeah, bro. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Like, talking about people's wives has always been like a very touchy thing. Like, I get Chris Rock as a comic, but it's like, do people have that understanding between them in that space? It's like,
you have to. I mean, I feel like anytime there was a comedian, and I think they usually go for comedians in the Oscars, they flame anybody.
Yeah.
Right? They talk shit about anybody, especially on the front row.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're a big name, even more, because they're trying to get views, and that's the whole fucking point. So, yeah, anybody's up for grabs. And you got to know that. Yeah. Don't go in there all fucking sensitive.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. That's one of the things I worry about. It's like if I get famous, can I handle that shit?
When you get famous.
Fair. Because I don't know. Like, say what you want about me. Like, but leave my family and, my fiance and all my kids. Like, leave all of that shit out of it. Because, like, those people have nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Yeah, but if they're like me, which a lot of people are, that's just the easiest way to get to you.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So if you're going to allow that to be your kryptonite, that's all they're going to go for every time.
That's true.
No one's going to be like, I'm going to respectfully attack Larry.
Yeah.
No, they want to hurt you. They want to make you look stupid. They want a reaction. And if you're saying that keep these people's name out of your mouth, that's what the fuck is going to happen.
Right.
Like you're just creating a fucking target for the people to go after in order to get to you.
That's true. So let's talk about another bitch slap. Vladimir Putin declaring war on Ukraine.
So he bitch slapped Ukraine?
I don't know. It's up for debate.
That's kind of crazy for you to say.
It's up for debate because, I guess Putin thought that shit was going to be over in a week, 2 weeks max.
He putting all his eggs in one basket.
And that shit ain't looking good for him. Not at all.
No, because Ukraine is definitely fighting like motherfuckers. Like they trying to bitch him out.
Yeah.
Like him and all of Russia.
That ass.
Like how you so big and you got this big ass army and y'all struggling. Ukraine ain't playing, bro.
And apparently there's like Russian soldiers defecting from the army. Like they don't even want to fight.
I mean, I guess. I feel like soldiers usually go for financial stability because of benefits, this and that. Right. And the moment a war starts, outside of the maniacs who really want to get fucking bloody, a lot of people's like, I'm going to do this because I have to, but I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
But they'll proudly wear those colors, sure.
Yeah.
Right. But once it actually starts, and if you feel like that situation's all fucked, so they probably feel guilty too about killing these people and doing all that stuff,
killing kids and women, like innocent people.
Like, dude, I think on Christmas Day, they dropped phosphorus bombs.
Oh, my God.
Which is a war crime. You can't use phosphorus. Like, which is weird, first of all. war is legal, but let's have rules.
Well, I guess it's so that they keep the people from blowing up the entire fucking world. Because imagine if it was like, oh, you talking shit, I'm gonna nuke you. And everybody's just nuking everybody.
But how is war legal, bro? How is that okay?
It shouldn't be.
The fucking cruelty that follows war and the thought process of I'm gonna declare war on that country or whatever is insane that people are just like, that's up to them to figure out.
What's even crazier is like the black market of war, like the espionage and the insurrections and shit. Because thinking about how many fucking countries America has overthrown just by fucking getting their own people to revolt and rebel or killing their fucking leadership. That's crazy. Like, imagine if like fucking the U.S. wanted to just take over Mexico. What would you do?
What would I do?
Like, what would anybody do? Be fucking in Punta Cana every weekend for free.
First of all, two different.
Is it really? Punta Cana?
Punta Cana is a Dominican Republic.
Ah, yeah. Wow. I had a slow moment. What I should say was Cancun because I just came. Yeah. It's all the same. It's like,
They're all the same. They all speak the same gibberish.
yeah, Jesus Christ. And I haven't even been to DR, but I just came back from Cancun, which is crazy. Think about that.
I don't know if U.S. decided to be like, fuck it, we're taking Mexico.
Yeah.
I think Mexico would be like, yeah, come on.
I don't know, bro.
I think Americans would be like, we don't want it, right? Because I feel like Mexicans want to be a part of. Like that's why we have so many people coming in because they want to be here.
I didn't think about that.
So if U.S. was like, we're gonna fucking take over Mexico, they're gonna be like, cool, we want to be in your fucking country anyway.
Right.
And then you'll have Americans like, no, we don't want.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
I went to a resort in Mexico. Yeah. A few years ago. Where the fuck did I go? I went to Cozumel, whatever it's called.
Okay.
I think it's called that. I had a fucking hat that Alina's got me that had my name on the back. So I'm just walking around and all you hear is Jorge. And I'm like, what's up?
Oh, because your name is everybody think they know you.
Everybody. Dog. Jorge. Every fucking 5 minutes. What's up? I'm like, I'm going to stop wearing this fucking hat. Everybody calling my fucking name. I don't know
though. They were trolling you.
I'm sure they were, bro. They're like, look at this dickhead wearing his name.
Yeah, well, it's funny, but it seems like everybody on here is so nice. But I'm sure they be talking shit.
Oh, for sure. But they also get paid to be nice.
Yeah, that's
like
that's
you're in a resort. That's a false reality.
Yeah.
They have to feed you.
That's valid. What do we got next?
I love how like we spent more time on the Chris Rock slap than we did like Russia and Ukraine.
Well,
it's just, I don't know. It's still ongoing. It's too much.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, it's a very touchy thing because it's like, we live here. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are we to pick a fucking side in this thing? Because we don't really know. Like, for all we know, Ukraine could have raped Putin's family or fucking, like, you know.
All of Ukraine?
Yeah. They
crazy.
Took turns. Shit. Like, you never really know, like, and then there's so much misinformation and like bullshit on the internet. Like, it would take you all year to really have the full fucking story.
Yeah, I guess
just call it from the surface as you see it, and it's like, I mean, it's fucked up that a country that size, or you know, whatever Russia is, country, continent, whatever,
and they're only attacking it because they want to own it.
To keep NATO from being or keep Ukraine from joining NATO, basically.
Okay.
Because they consider NATO to be like a threat.
Yeah. Because they keep motherfuckers in check and they kind of claim territory as well, right? So, I mean, that's why I thought. I mean, I don't know. I don't follow all of this shit, but like when it first happened, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, World War III is about to start.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because Russia's fucking invading Ukraine.
Yeah.
And me not knowing anything because either I didn't pay attention or the public school system didn't do a good enough job explaining shit to me. I didn't know what the fuck NATO actually was.
Yeah.
Right. So I already thought that Ukraine was part of NATO, and I'm like, they can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
So now NATO's gonna fucking intervene and go attack, and now it's gonna be a whole fucking thing. But then I found out that they're not a part of NATO, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess World War III won't happen right now. But there's like, it's just crazy that that situation even started. Because I thought that, I mean, we're in 2022. So much is, I guess you just feel so advanced on so many things.
Yeah.
That the idea of a country invading another country and starting a war for it seems so prehistoric to me. It seems like shit that you would hear in like old literature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for it to still be happening is why it was like caught me so off guard.
Yeah. I mean, the reality of it is there's a lot of fucked up shit happening in the world. Like there's countries in Africa where people are fucking basically slaughtering other people. Like genocide almost. It's shit happening all around the world. And I guess the good thing for Ukraine is that they have somebody like in America to support them financially. Because a lot of places don't. Think about all the fucking countries, small countries getting taken over or getting abused or whatever. You never hear about, nobody ever gives a fuck about them. Anything that happens in Africa, like as a point, the U.S. doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like China basically owns all of Africa from an economic standpoint, or most of it rather.
And why don't we, because we're in America, care?
I don't know, honestly. People will say, oh, it's because they don't look like the Americans or, they're a different color or whatever. I don't know. All I can say is the Russia situation, I think, represents a bigger issue for the U.S. if they allow Russia to go unchecked.
Yeah, it's more of a threat
to them. Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
And America is already on pins and needles having to deal with China and North Korea and all these other things. They're trying to I guess as long as they keep Russia tied up and dealing with Ukraine, it hurts both.
Yeah.
But essentially America wins because Russia becomes less of a superpower.
Yeah. So I guess that's the plan, right? Because if you can eliminate their what's the word I'm looking for? Like their army, their materials, their weaponry, right? So I mean, I guess that them as a threat to us
is lessened.
Would be lessened.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, kind of fucked way of thinking about it, right? Like that's on you guys. We're gonna kind of financially support Ukraine so that they can keep fighting, so that Russia can keep depleting their shit.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked.
What you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do something. I mean, it's funny because I'm sure people just like this past weekend would be in our comment section being like, well, you could do this or you could do that or you could do this. But like, no, anything that I do would be to financially support someone who I have no fucking idea who they are and what they're actually going to do with my finances and then create. Like, no, I physically can't do anything. Like, I'm not going to go to Ukraine and fight their fight. I'm not going to go and,
especially when there's so much shit happening here.
Yeah, it's just impossible. All we can do is talk about it. All we can do is keep observing it.
Yeah.
And just like you said, it's just like you can't even. I mean, you want to pick a side, but it's just like you can't even really do that. All we can do is just sit on the sideline. Like, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
There's really nothing we can do.
But I mean, shout out to the people in charge who make those decisions because, like, you're essentially deciding the fate of an entire group of people. Mm-hmm. Like any inaction is an inaction itself. Like you don't help them, basically you're allowing them to lose. If you do help them, you're making yourself an enemy of Russia. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Classic scenario there.
Shit. But on a lighter note, we have Kanye West, Mr. Meltdown himself.
Bro, what's up with your man?
That's not my man.
That's your man, sir.
That's not my man, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, when all of this shit started happening, I was like, why are other black people going so hard for this motherfucker?
Because when it comes to black portrayal and the people that they have to look up to and examples to success in the black community, I think he was a person for so many people.
Yeah.
So for him, so for him to just fucking flip the script and start doing whatever the fuck he's doing, people who looked up to him are just, I guess they're just struggling to be like, toss him to the side.
Yeah.
But my man is wildin'.
But you know what? It wasn't like, I can understand that if it was sudden, but you had to have seen this coming. If you know Kanye, you saw this coming. Come on. Like, he's running around screaming about Pete Davidson's dick And
I mean, we all want to see it,
oh no,
right?
Speak
Because
for
my
yourself.
man is just pulling too many of these Hollywood hotties. He's just jumping from one to the next.
Bro,
That dick gotta be crazy.
whatever he's doing, God bless him. Like seriously, because you got a lot of high profile shorties on your body count, bro.
Bro, it can't be all jokes. My man can't be all jokes pulling these girls, these women.
I
Ain't
mean,
no way.
Supposedly, women like funny dudes.
He ain't that funny.
He really ain't. I watch some of his shit. I'm like, I don't get it.
My man gotta be slinging something crazy.
Like a boomerang. God damn.
My man hitting both hoes at the same time. I don't know how he doing it.
Yeah, bro. I can't imagine like being in Kanye's shoes dealing with that shit. Like,
Yeah, no, that I understand more than the rest because you had whatever breakdown that you did. Kim and you ended up splitting, and then Pete somehow slid in.
Yeah.
Right, and
literally.
and apparently Kanye and Pete used to like chill too. So
It makes it even more.
it makes it
interesting.
worse, right?
Yeah.
It's like in his head is like, yo, like he probably introduced them and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he's sleeping with her and he's all over the fucking news and everybody's like, Pete's fucking Kim.
Beating her shit.
So, and here's even more of a reason why his dick gotta be crazy. Cause she just going from black dude to black dude to black dude to Pete Davidson. His dick gotta be crazy. Ain't no shot.
Well, they're not dating no more, right?
No.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it was like the thrill or the mystery about him.
I guess.
She was like, oh, it ain't all out.
She used him and abused him and
Yeah,
tossed
she
him.
like athletes and rappers. That's
Yeah.
about it.
And then, she was like, let me try this funny dude.
Yeah. She's like, oh well, black people haven't been working out so great. Let me see what the other side's about.
And she wasn't feeling it.
She wasn't feeling it. Like, bitch, what you thought?
How long until she throws a Hispanic into the mix?
Who would it be? George Lopez?
Dude, if George Lopez and Kim
He would be a god.
George Lopez and Kim Kardashian, they got pictures on TMZ, social fucking Twitter.
He
just
would be a god.
Bro, you know who's another one who got a Olivia Munn?
No.
So if I show her a picture, you'll know her. But do you know? All right, let me just find her. Do you know John Mulaney?
Yes.
He's with Olivia Munn,
Okay.
which is like, I would have never thought that he could pull Olivia Munn. Do you know her?
Sheesh. Nah.
And you know John Mulaney, he's like this dorky white dude
Yeah.
from the suburbs.
Yeah.
And they have a
she's
kid together.
beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't underestimate the power of a good joke. Because John Mulaney and Olivia Munn, my man, laughed his way into the bedroom with her.
I bet.
But Kanye, I don't know. That situation I understand. For a dude who's already mentally unstable, for that to push him even further over the edge.
Yeah.
But then he liked how he was falling and said, fuck it, I'm going to keep going because
Took the parachute off.
he said,
Deadass.
let's see how hard we can hit the ground. Like, my man, as soon as I saw the clip, I didn't even see the whole interview. So, I mean, context is everything, but kind of a weird clip where the guy was talking about Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
And Kanye was like, well, Adolf wasn't that bad.
You're talking about Mr. Jones. Yeah. I saw that. I was like, yo, for you to make him look bad, bro, that's very difficult. He wanted you to fucking leave. I've never seen that. I've never seen that, bro.
Bro, I don't know how you can just be like, let's not jump to conclusions here with Adolf. All right. Not too bad.
Like, what? Are you fucking
Homie,
stupid?
you're crazy, dude. Like,
I think he said he loves him.
I mean, I think after what happened with the
What, you don't want to say the word?
do we say Jews?
the Jewish community?
The Jewish community.
Yeah, sure.
The silence. It's hilarious to me. But with the Jewish community, and obviously they took billions, right? It was like because of his contracts and everything getting pulled. My man had to hit. He acts as if it was okay. Right? He's like, this is fine.
Shit,
no one loses billions and they're just,
lost
I'm
his
cool.
shit, George. He lost his shit.
So my man was like, oh, man, if I can resurrect one person again, like,
Bro,
maniac.
like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, you think you got the Dragon Ball somewhere? Talking about this shit, it's only going to make it worse. And what's hilarious to me is instead of black people saying, all right, enough is enough. We were split right down the fucking middle.
Yeah.
People like, you know, I'm rocking with Kanye, blah, blah, blah. And then there's like, yo, this motherfucker is tripping. Like, you cannot at this, if you thought it was up for debate, once he dropped the A-bomb, you should have been like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
You're fucking tripping. Fuck Kanye.
Yeah, I don't know. My man's crazy. I mean, if we want to dissect everything he said, there's some truth to it.
Yep, on to the next one. Do you know who Derek Jackson is?
Derek Jackson.
Yeah.
No.
Good. I'm so glad you don't. Because I will be delighted to tell you about this motherfucker, Derek Jackson.
Okay.
So, first of all, I want you to look at this motherfucker's page real quick synopsis, and tell me what kind of guy you think he is.
Misogynistic.
Quite the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, he shits on dudes. Like, ladies, you don't need to devalue yourself to make. Yeah. He's that motherfucker. He wants to make women feel so good. He puts them up on a pedestal.
You know what it is, right?
What's that?
Is obviously I don't know him.
Yeah.
And haven't seen a single clip, so everything that I'm doing is just yeah. It's like, I remember how I told you in episode 3 or 4 that if you flip the script,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you 100% jump on board with how women view men, and now you're the guy that supports that, they're gonna fucking love you.
Well, he did it in reverse. He started like that. He was bigging women up, putting them on a pedestal. That pussy got power, and was cheating on his wife left and right.
Wow.
He's talking all this shit. Black men don't cheat. Follow God. Let God be the foundation for your relationship and all this shit. Got caught cheating. Made a fucking Instagram post about it with his wife sitting next to him. Apologizing to people, talking about, oh, I was unfaithful and I'm supposed to be like that. And don't you know this motherfucker just divorced his wife not too long ago and is already dating other women?
That's a bad look for men.
That's a bad John. That's a bad John.
That is a bad look for men, man. I feel like we already fighting uphill so regularly. So for a dude to pull out that card and start off the way you're telling me he started off and then just fucking flip it, that's a bad look for men,
It was
man.
fucking embarrassing. Because the whole time he's dragging other men and making.
But you know what happened is that he started doing that, and all these women probably sliding in his DMs like, oh my God, you're the guy that I've been looking for. Everything that you talk about builds me up and it makes me feel powerful and shit. And then some of the pretty ones started saying that. He was like, oh, let's get together and talk about it. And next thing you know,
offering them coaching sessions.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
And now caught up, divorced, just doing his thing.
Shout out to his wife, man. I feel terrible for her because she had a bonnet on in one of the videos, and she said, "This is not a bonnet. This is a helmet of salvation." And that shit ain't saved her from nothing. Not even the humiliation. Like, Jesus, you laying next to this motherfucker every night, and he turned out to be a goddamn maniac.
So let me tell you, if in a world where Abby makes it big,
Yeah.
right? And, but you're not a materialistic person, but just, view yourself.
Sure.
And it's like she starts making money, the success, right? It's obviously affecting you directly. And then she gets caught up too, right? It's like a whole thing. And you're like, the only way that I can maintain this this lifestyle that we now have is to stand by her and then have her do her thing and be the supportive husband in order to fix it so that you can continue living that lifestyle. That's all it was.
You think so?
I think so. People don't come up and start living a different reality. And then if their significant other, I mean, it takes a special person for the significant other to start cheating or some shit. And you say, okay, fuck it, I'm done with all of it, and walk away from that reality.
Yeah.
Because you have a different lifestyle now.
That's true.
You have different money that you've never seen.
That's dependent on that person.
Yeah. And you have a house that you didn't think you would live in. You're driving a car you didn't think you would drive. You got jewelry you didn't think you would have.
Yeah.
And then it could all go away if he leaves. So you're trying to fucking keep him there. And now you're trying to support him in this tough time in an attempt to keep him around.
Right.
That's all that is.
And you know what's crazy is, like, I've seen that shit happen so many times. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's so adamant about working and having, like, money of her own and having her own, like,
and that's the
comfortability.
smartest thing to do. If in a situation, and I see it with a lot of, like, I mean, I follow, like, gaming and YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
The women in those relationships where their boyfriend of whatever years or their husband starts making good money, they become directly attached to that person's financial living. Like they're basically their manager now.
Right.
Right. So they plan their trips. They plan a lot of the ads that they work with and everything like that. Because and then now they're directly intertwined with the business.
Right.
And that's, I think, the smartest way to do it. Because if anything were to happen, you helped build that financial.
So you have a stake in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to just sit on the sideline and be like, woo, keep doing your fucking thing. And then that money, it's just you didn't help build it. Yeah. Nothing is in your name. It's a bad look.
You know, Abby actually helped me build out my my credit repair business. Mm-hmm. And when we were, like, finalizing the LLC and stuff, I gave her 10% stake in the company. Just to show her, like, you know, for that reason. Like, hey, you know, I'm not the kind of person that would rope somebody into something, have them helping me or working with me or working for me, whatever the case may be, and not reward them.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, that's my life partner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm trying to reward you. But in this Derek Jackson motherfucker situation, it's like, bro, he's a good looking dude. Like, not, you know,
but good looking people
weird.
can do anything. They can get away with murder, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why even go on the internet and act crazy? If you wanted to cheat and all that stupid shit, you could have just did that shit in silence.
But I can cheat and do all that stupid shit and make money.
That's a good point. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
And I mean, and people say it all the time from a lot of the shit that, like, you see in movies, you see video, blah, blah, blah. If you want to be successful in content creation, if you want to be successful in the public eye, and you already look good, you got to step up in the competition already. People don't give a fuck about what you got to say as of right now. You're easy to look at. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to really start trying anything yet. I can put up a video on TikTok where I don't say nothing. There's just a song playing, and I look at the camera in a seductive way, and people are going to fucking like the video.
Right.
Like, that's just how easy it is to start off as a good looking person. So if I can start off making money because I'm an attractive dude, it's just, like you said, it's just an easy decision to make.
Yeah, I guess that's why OnlyFans is so fucking popular.
Oh, 100%.
All you gotta do is throw your ass in the camera and you're rich.
I would love to see a percentage or a ratio to the amount of women that make great money on OnlyFans versus the amount of men. Because I know there's obviously men that make it. But is there a large percentage that would equal the amount of percentage of women that are making money? There can't be.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it. Maybe we can make that part, like, the second half of Eric's next episode where we talk about online dating and then
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
because I mean, I feel like men are just, I don't know, the way that they're built, they're just so desperate,
Yeah.
right? And women, I don't know. If I met a girl that paid for OnlyFans, I would be like, okay, I guess you found a dude that you fuck with like that, I guess. But a dude that like pays for OnlyFans, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I just view it differently.
Yeah.
And I feel like a girl that pays for OnlyFans probably pays for one dude. While a guy that pays for OnlyFans probably got like 4 or 5 girls that he's paying for.
5 minimum.
So that's the difference.
Yeah. But also, and then like I want to get to the other stuff.
Yeah.
But also, like, there are way more women who are actively having sex than there are men. I think I read something like a third of men under 30 are virgins. Yeah.
That's a crazy ratio.
Right. Which just shows you that, like, the women who are having sex with, like, a certain type of person.
Yeah.
And there's very limited of that person.
I mean, we've said it. I mean, we're going to jump into the next. But we've said it before. It's like it takes a particular man with confidence and skills and persuasion to convince a woman to sleep with him.
Yeah, you did say that.
So not all guys have that skill. Not all guys know what to say, what to do, and how to, you know what I mean? Have the confidence to do it. So, I mean, I guess that ratio, so crazy as it may be, it's not really hard to believe.
I know. If you notice, all the people I've mentioned were black thus far. Now we're going to get into the not so blacks.
Who is black?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know, right? That was a good. I like that you paying attention. Who definitely ain't black. Damn, I dropped the ball twice tonight. That's all that fucking stress. Bro. It's eating my fucking brain. Said fucking Punta Cana was in Mexico. God damn. I'm gonna listen back on this one and be like, yeesh.
Shaking your head and everything.
Yeah, maybe we can delete it. Edit that shit out. Nah, I do want to talk about this one dickhead before I move on to the next pigmentation.
Yeah.
Fucking Tory Lanez, bro. Tory Lanez gets donkey of the year. Not donkey of the fucking year. Mm-hmm. You shot this woman. She was going to take your side and not even fucking take you to court. And then you fucking press the issue so much that your dumbass is going to jail now.
Okay, so I know very little of the situation.
Okay.
So if you can just kind of give me a
quick synopsis.
Quick.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he and Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know if they were fucking around, dating, or they just were kind of out. He shoots her in the foot.
In the club, right? They were in a club or some shit?
Or in the car. One of the two.
Okay.
It's like some TMZ shit. Shoots her in the foot. She lies to the police, says she stepped in glass, trying to protect him, trying to cover for him.
Okay.
And this motherfucker goes on every social media, blog site, radio, interview, and is talking about how, like, basically she ain't shit. Like, throwing her under the bus. And then her best friend is also on that same boat. It's like, oh, fuck her. She not loyal. She not a real friend.
Yikes.
Talking crazy.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where she was like, all right, well, I was willing to bite my tongue for you, but now I'm going to let your ass roast.
Took him to court and sure.
And now his ass is roasting. He's found guilty for shooting her.
See, I remember this happened years ago, right?
Maybe like a year or two ago.
Really? That long?
Yeah.
I swore it was longer. Who else got shot in the club? There was another girl, another woman.
Was it?
That I swear got shot in the club.
I thought you were talking about like from like a domestic terrorism
No.
because there's been a lot of those.
See, I really wish I could fucking remember, but it was, I don't think it was a year ago. I remember being a few years back where a woman got shot in the club. She was trying to accuse some dude that, like a rapper that shot her, and it ended up being her gun or some shit, and that she shot herself. Now I could be making all of this up, But I really fucking, I swear to God, there was a story like that.
Yo, I don't know. Fired at the Houston hip hop star after an argument in 2020. And see, this is exactly why tall women don't date short niggas. Because I'm guessing after the argument, she was like, I'll knock you the fuck out, pussy. And he was like, yeah, you probably would, bitch. Bow, bow. Because Tory Lanez is like fucking 4'11".
Is he?
Yeah.
That's small.
Bro, he is little as shit.
Why the fuck is she fucking with this dude anyway?
That's a great question. Especially considering the dude she's talking to now is a big motherfucker.
I mean, you gotta be. She gotta
Yeah,
fucking be like, I'm done with them. Done with those short motherfuckers.
Yeah, the real shit. Because I don't, first of all.
You know how roller coasters got like checks for heights and shit?
Yeah.
She gotta have that at her crib now and be like, nah, get the fuck up out of here.
I'd be this tall to ride this pussy.
If not, get the fucking step in.
Real shit. And she probably checking every motherfucker at the door with a strap. Nah, we ain't doing this. Take everything off, motherfucker.
Got a fucking metal detector at the
Cavity
crib.
check. Yeah. Like, Tory Lanez does not represent anything similar to myself other than our skin complexion is similar.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
First of all, like, your music was hot, but that's about where your fucking good quality stopped. I watched this motherfucker on a Breakfast Club interview. He got up out the chair. He was the same height. Like, like, come on, bro. Like, your security got to be crazy for you to shoot a fucking woman. I mean, we all know you wasn't going to beat her in a fight.
Yeah,
so
no, there's
clearly,
no shot.
Yeah.
Because on top of being taller than him, she's big. That's a
thick
big girl.
joint. Yeah. She gonna kick him and he gonna hear fucking finish him after Mortal Kombat fucking theme
She gonna
music,
fucking
bro.
just imagine her twerking, knocking
Real
his ass
shit.
out.
She gonna clap his fucking head in with that ass. Elon Musk bought Twitter, challenged it in court, went through with it, put up a poll as to whether or not he should resign, and got fucking voted up on that shit.
And I voted. Did you vote? Did you vote? I voted. I said, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. I was like, yeah, leave.
Oh my god. Who would you rather see be CEO?
No, I just wanted to see him fail. I just wanted to vote against him because I was eager to see what would he say when he lost.
He's
And
a
also,
fucking idiot.
do you know how like Twitter doesn't give you which like the ratio on with the way that the votes are going?
Yeah, you just see the like vote options.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. Also, I don't want to be against the grain in that situation.
Yeah.
So I did stare at it for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, if I vote no and everybody's voting yes, I'm gonna feel like
An ass.
yeah, like here I am again being alone. Right? So I'm like, there's no way. I feel like people aren't really fucking with his Twitter shit. So I was like, nah. And I also did want to see again how he would react
Right.
if he were to like lose that poll.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, get
a
the fuck up
troll.
out of here.
You're a troll.
So, and then I hit it and it was like 55% was also saying yes.
Oh shit.
And it was like 11.4 million votes.
Oh shit.
And I was like, gee, right? But it still had like 7 hours left
Yeah.
on the vote. So I was like, I got to come back to this later because I need to know what the fuck is going to happen. And then I came back and yeah, people was like, get the fuck up out of here. And then he retweeted it like, all right, you know, the votes are in. I'm going to pick somebody. Apparently he's going to pick somebody else to run it.
Yeah.
But he's still going to be in charge of like a lot of the way that it runs and shit.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
So you want somebody else to be a figurehead.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. That's like presidents.
Right.
Presidents are only just a public representation or a face of whatever, but everything that's being done is not their fucking decision.
You know, I believed that shit for the longest time. Like that was always my thought. Until Trump got into office. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's doing whatever
But he is
wants.
a different breed. I don't want to sit here and actually be like, you know, Trump was doing shit. But he was so in his own ass that, yeah, I feel like people are like, presidents don't really come in here and have these
demand shit. Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to be the one to fucking do it.
Right.
So I believe it because
Yeah.
he was just so self-righteous and so
Yeah.
self-centered
Yeah.
that he was in there making decisions. And I could just imagine people like, why the fuck is he here?
Right.
Why the fuck did nobody tell him he's not supposed to fucking be here? And he was just like, Well, he's making decisions now.
Right.
And that's why this person's fired and that person's fired.
Bro.
And everybody's like, I don't know what to do. The president's never been in this room.
Yo, did you ever watch Knives Out?
Yeah.
Did you see the Glass Onion one?
Not yet.
Okay. Watch that.
Okay.
Because literally they're talking about one of the characters and how the fucking character is so stupid, but is trying to make everybody else think they're not. It's crazy. I was like, oh shit. This must have been like how Elon Musk walked into fucking Twitter. And people were like, oh, this is gonna be transformational. It's gonna be transcending. And he's just like, oh, let's just charge people $2 to have blue checks, and then everybody turns into him.
Bro, the
Like,
blue check
what?
shit is crazy.
How did you not see that coming? How did you not see that everybody would be you?
Yeah.
Like, how did you not see that?
Are you
Fucking stupid.
would you pay for Twitter to be verified?
If I used it as much,
As frequent?
yeah,
You would do it?
I would definitely.
Okay.
To be Elon Musk and say stupid shit and have people think it's actually
Yeah.
me, 100%, 100%.
All right, let me reset this. You can just keep it running. I'll just cut it out.
All right.
At 58 minutes. But yeah, no. I think what happened, and I don't know if this is the reality for Elon Musk's situation, is my man spent so much money to buy Twitter. He was like, I gotta start making some of this fucking money back.
Yep.
And then he was like, you guys want to be verified for $8 a month? And then people was like, I guess.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, but that's the way that we're gonna cycle bots out. And other people was like, oh yeah, I get it. If Elon's on board, I'm on board. And now you got all these people paying $8 a month just to be verified. And no one actually gives a fuck.
No.
Because you can still differentiate who brought their fucking check mark versus who earned it.
Because if you're not famous, nobody gives a fuck if you had a check or not.
Before, yeah, like you had a check mark.
Yeah.
I would probably go into their profile and be like,
fuck are you?
why the fuck do you have a check mark?
Yeah.
And be like, oh,
He's
okay.
a journalist.
Yeah. Now it's just not even worth checking.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, this motherfucker probably brought it, blah, blah,
You
blah.
know there's memes for that shit, right? It's like, this motherfucker
This
paid for
motherfucker
Twitter.
paid for Twitter. Which is perfect.
Right. That shit's hilarious.
And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people, like, do you think Elon Musk sits on the fence as far as political views, or do you think he leans a certain direction?
See, my thing is, this is my theory. When you're stupid rich, they lean towards whatever it is that you want. Because you could literally tip the scale in terms of an election. Like if fucking Bernie Sanders was running and he needed money for whatever, and Elon saw it as an opportunity, he's like, all right, well, Bernie could possibly win.
Yeah.
Let me dump some money in him. Hey, Bernie, I need you to fucking pull some contracts or something for SpaceX and get me the newest fucking rocket. And I need fucking my own base at NASA. It's like, all right, well, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I guess. Everybody's in for their own shit. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all about money at the end of the day. Motherfuckers don't care about nothing else.
All right, what we got next on here?
Tom Brady
Retiring and then being like, never mind.
and choosing football over his fucking family.
My man said, I'm going to go back to play the game.
Yo.
I'm going to divorce you because I'm married to the game. I can't.
Married to the game like he's some kind of fucking gangster.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. I was happy as shit when he decided to fucking walk away.
Were you really?
Yeah, because
Tired of hearing about him?
Yeah, it's fucking exhausting and like, oh, Tom Brady does it again.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
He's my favorite football player of all time.
I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's too good. Right? So yes, I want him to fucking leave because I'm tired of being in any situation where I'm like, well, Tom Brady won again. Tom Brady won again. Tom Brady won again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, I just want to see other shit happen rather than Tom Brady won again.
Right.
So when he was like, yeah, I'm gone, I was like, all right, cool.
Let's see what happens.
And then like 2-3 months went by. My man was like,
That pussy ain't that good.
I was home for a few months. I'm not really feeling it. I'm coming back.
I remember the memes that came out, and it was similar to the ones that Kobe had when he retired. because it was basically like these two people are so like entrenched in what they do, like it is who they are.
Yeah.
Like Kobe was a basketball player, not just a dad. He was the basketball player, then a dad.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's a football player, then a dad, then a husband. And it's like, okay, you know, I love y'all, but I love football more.
Yeah.
I'm going back.
My man just left, got a divorce, not dealing with it.
That was probably
How old is he now?
Tom is 45.
What's the average? Like, because that's old in football, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, when is he leaving? Is my
45.
man trying to die on the field?
Man, that motherfucker might play till he's 50 at this point. Especially his wife left and he turned up. He had a couple of games after the divorce. Like, shit.
My man just shooting straight
If she-
fucking testosterone.
Real rap. If she get married, he fuck around and win another Super Bowl.
Just out of just anger.
Be throwing that shit.
Tom Brady throws. Tom Brady catches. It's like,
Tom is running. I haven't seen this in a decade. Fucking.
bro, I couldn't believe it. And I was just so upset.
He come out there in a Black Panther suit and fuck all y'all up. Trump 2028 on his back.
Yeah. Yeah, I was ready to see him go. So for him to come back again, I'm like, I can't even trust Tom Brady.
Yeah. Tom ain't give a fuck about none of y'all. Let's talk about your boy before we get into the honorable mentions. I don't even know if I should say his motherfucking name out loud. We might get shadow banned.
Who?
Andrew Tate blows up and gets banned in the same year.
And you know what's crazy is I've seen a lot of Andrew Tate clips. And a lot of shit that he say, I'm like, I kind of get it. Bro, because he talks about, I mean, don't get me wrong, these are just clips. I've never actually seen anything else other than clips.
Right.
So the people who are choosing these clips obviously want to shine a light
On what he's
saying in a positive note, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes it fucking works because he talks. There was a clip where I was like, yeah, fucking, agree that like men should like protect their families. Men should protect their women.
Yeah.
Men need to be strong.
Yeah.
They need to be financially stable. They need to support their families.
Right.
And it was just a lot of that. And he was like, a lot of what we're seeing now is like men not trying to be men anymore, where it just comes to like, how did he word it? I don't really remember, but it was a lot of that. It was like men should be the head of the household, and men need to be able to protect and to provide for their families. And I was like, I get that.
Yeah.
I 100% understand what he's saying, and I actually support that.
Yeah.
And there was even another clip where they took that and said it to women on the street and was like, do you support this? And they were like, yeah, who the fuck said that? Because I support it 100%. And there was like Andrew Tate. And it was like, oh, no, fucking never mind. And I was like, yeah, because of where it's coming from.
Right.
But you support the view
Right.
of what he's saying. Not to negate the other shit because he's a fucking madman.
Yo, he supposedly was like under investigation for like sex trafficking and some other shit.
And apparently that's why he went to like, where is he? Like England or something.
Wherever
It was another country.
He's I believe he is British. His father or his mother, his actually half black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just found this out the other day. I was watching a fucking interview with him and Piers Morgan.
So how do you feel about him then? Outside, I was gonna say outside of his fucking
I know, right? Like
sex traffic allegations.
it's funny because it's like we're in a space now in social media and the internet and all of this shit where you either have to 100% agree with somebody or 100% disagree. Like, I like some of the shit that he says.
Exactly.
But some of the other shit, I'm like, oh, man, I don't really give a fuck. Like, he says one thing or he's like, oh, if my girl has an OnlyFans, then I need to be paid a percentage of whatever it is that she's making. Because this is my woman. If you're going to be, like, showing yourself to other men, then I should be benefiting from it. Which I'm like, it sounds crazy. However,
Kind of makes sense.
kind of makes sense. Like,
Kind of makes sense.
you're going to embarrass me as your significant other or whatever, putting yourself on the fucking internet. The least that should happen out of the situation, I'd be compensated for my pain and suffering. Same with what happened with women. It's like, if a dude goes out and cheats in a marriage, she's going to get half your shit as a result.
That's facts.
I'm just kind of saying, hey,
Yeah,
a nice little argument.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, but it's like it's bad. It's just like he can say shit like that, but then you have these horrible fucking allegations against you.
Yeah.
And then when you look at a lot of the facts about it, it's just like kind of fucking makes like it adds up.
Yeah.
So I can't really support you anymore because of those allegations that just seem too real.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're saying the wild ass, crazy ass shit that you're saying. Somebody talks about you're under investigation for sex trafficking. Well, he did just say that his girl should be paying him from her OnlyFans. So
another thing that he said that I was like, no, that's not it. Like, is like he said that he would rather go for like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, because they've already been like anybody else older than that have been abused, like used and abused.
Yeah.
They've seen too much dick.
And they can be molded.
They can be, and
I remember that.
if they're younger, then he can manipulate them essentially a little easier. Yeah. And I'm like, homie, nah. Like that's the shit that's the fucking problem.
That's the predator shit. Yeah.
When you told me I need to support my household, I can get behind that. Yeah. But that's the problem is over there.
And it's a weird talking point in like the manosphere or whatever the fuck they call it, is this idea that the younger the woman is, the better.
Yeah.
Because, she's more beautiful, supposedly. She's more coachable, trainable, whatever you want to call it. It's like, bro, do y'all want a partner or do you want a fucking puppet?
Yeah. And I mean, I think the argument could be made that a lot of guys with that fucking sick way of thinking do just want a puppet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
so
I want to be able to fuck when I want to fuck.
Yeah.
You cook, clean, do what I want you to do.
Yep. And that's why when sex robots really hits the industry,
it's gonna be a dark time. George.
Population is gonna drop.
Fucking internet is going dark. Motherfuckers gonna be in the house all day, beating batteries. George.
Like, have you seen Jacob? I haven't seen him here in fucking all week. Oh, you know what? Sex Robot 2000 did drop earlier this week.
He got the Pussy Waxer 3000, so he's probably not coming until next week.
He didn't even fucking clock out on Friday. He just ran it up
into something else.
Yikes.
You want to look at the honorable mentions?
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right, cool. All right, so these are less known things, less popular things people probably wouldn't have heard of unless they follow this stupid shit like, was it Say Cheese and Daily Loud on Twitter? You follow those stupid ass things. They post these fucking articles and shit. All right, so I'm just gonna read off my favorite ones. And apparently, I didn't know this was a thing. Florida man is like a tag,
because everything that is fucking weird
comes from Florida.
Is just Florida.
Yep. So Florida man and women apparently.
Yeah, they're all included.
They have an annual award where they just pick like the craziest stories that come out of Florida.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So we're going to read off some of these. 47-year-old Jason Stroll was arrested. Guess what he was arrested for?
What?
He threw a hot dog at a cop and he was charged with an assault. It's a felony.
A felony?
A felony. He apparently had a expired vendor tag while he was selling hot dogs in the middle of the street. The cop said something to him about it. He threw a fucking hot dog at the cop.
That's a power trip on the cop's part. Bro, you throw a hot dog at a cop and now it's a felony?
That's a felony. That's assault, George.
Crazy.
If you spit on a fucking cop, if you fucking bump into a cop. Bro, actually in college, I had a friend, I think he did like a U-turn or something. Something stupid happened. He was in a car, but the cop hit him.
Okay.
And the cop gave him a fucking ticket.
What?
Dead ass. I'm not friends with that pussy no more, but that happened.
Okay. He's a pussy because he got a ticket for getting hit by a cop. You was like, I can't fuck with this pussy.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Corey Johnson, 29, stole a and I'm going to post this link so that just in case anybody jumps on the fucking comments and wants to be like, oh, you're making shit up about my Uncle Corey. Well, take it up with fucking Daily
Florida's
Mail.
not that bad.
Florida is great. Besides the alligators and the meth. Corey Johnson, 29, stole a truck while on a mission for the president. He was apparently driving to a Space Force base to warn them about aliens on behalf of President Donald Trump. And he was arrested for motor theft. Like, what the fuck?
I just feel like the drugs are different in Florida.
They have to be.
And it's just accessible. They put that shit in the air.
Bro, they let you do whatever the fuck you want in Florida. Dead ass. It's hot. The weather's nice. People running around in tank tops and shit. Like, you're going to lose your fucking mind.
Bro, you remember, I mean, before, like, you're about to keep going, but when we thought zombies were real, when people were on bath salt,
that was Florida.
eating people's face, it was Florida.
That was Florida. I got one of those for you.
And like, yeah, if somebody told me, yeah, the zombie apocalypse is officially starting, I'm like, fuck, it's starting in Florida, isn't it? Like, we got some time before it comes up here, but it's definitely starting in Florida.
I feel like everybody, number one, is coming into Florida by way of sea, right? So it makes sense that the fucking zombies would come from the sea as well. Florida's the first spot. Yeesh.
Fucking Florida, dude.
Yeah, seriously. Roberto Hercules.
What a name.
Seriously, are you fucking Hispanic or are you Greek, bro? Like, what the fuck? 45. Was wearing nothing but a cowboy hat when he approached a woman on a bike with a machete. Police said he asked her for a crack pipe. When she said she didn't have it, he chased her with a machete.
He's Spanish. The first name took over 100%. Hercules, what? Nothing. To chase someone with a machete, you're Spanish as they
For a
come.
crack pipe, George.
But with a cowboy?
With a cowboy hat. That's all he was wearing was a cowboy hat. He was butt naked with a cowboy hat.
Crazy.
On a bike.
Fucking Florida.
Oh my God, bro. Do you remember this dude? We have to post his picture.
Yeah, that neck.
Mr. Neck was charged for assault and battery, attempted murder and aggravated battery. That's what he was charged with. This motherfucker is 31. He looks like Thanos. Dead ass. He was arrested twice in 2018. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck they make shirts for people like this. He looks like a fucking turtle.
Yeah, no, his neck is wild.
Yeah. All right, these are the last two for the annual Florida Awards. So my boy Chad Mason, shout out to Chad, Freak Nasty, 36, was arrested on Sunday after he was caught having sex with a golden doodle in front of children. So apparently the story is my man's was walking a dog, a friend of his dog, down the street. Decided he got a little hot and bothered. dropped his drawers and fucked a golden doodle in public in front of children and adults. And when they confronted him about it, this motherfucker ran into a church nearby and knocked over the fucking nativity scene. So he got called out, got mad at Jesus, and then broke all the shit in the church.
He was like, I only did this because Jesus made me do it.
And then instead of just turning himself in, he tried to steal a fucking car. So
Yeah.
he was horny, angry, and in the move for Grand Theft Auto. Shout out to Chad.
Chad. Bro, anybody named Chad, they're bound to fuck a dog. Chad.
That's literally like, when I think of like the nastiest shit possible, it always involves animals. 'Cause
Yeah.
what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah. Who fucks an animal?
A golden doodle. What the fuck?
What is a golden doodle? I don't
even look
I
like.
sat here when you said golden doodle, I was like, it's got to be a dog. I know it's a dog, but I don't know what a golden doodle actually looks like.
Golden doodle. Okay. Yeah. Of all things, not that any fucking dog would make sense, but the one that looks like a carpet, Jesus Christ, bro.
The one that looks like a carpet.
Oh, he's fucking gross.
First and foremost, I just want to know who he was fucking with before.
I'm more concerned about whoever he was fucking after. Cause
but the thing is, before he must have been like blonde hair and just fucking went for it.
think she turned him out.
Yeah.
Or maybe that shit was so trash. You're like, I'm done with humans.
Going to dogs now.
Oh my
fucking
God.
Ugh.
All right. We got Gandalf. Richard Daniel Atchison, 52, was arrested on felony charges, including false imprisonment and domestic battery. His real crime? He bashed his wife in the head with a Christmas tree.
A Christmas tree?
A fucking Christmas tree, George. Like,
okay.
How fucking angry do you gotta be to pick up your tree and beat your wife? What? What if she didn't put the fucking star on top? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck
bro.
is the argument?
She was like, I don't really feel like making hot chocolate today.
Shut up, bitch.
She grabbed the tree.
Does that make him the real life Grinch?
Gotta be.
All right, I got two more. All right, these aren't Florida related, but I'll share them with you.
Yeah.
So, these two dudes in St. Louis got into an argument over a golf game. Mark Wells, 51 years old, bit off the nose of who he was golfing with. Bit his fucking nose off over an argument about the golf game.
Okay.
And then fled the scene in a Tesla before turning himself in.
Is this what you support, Elon?
Right? What the fuck? Bro, you driving $100,000 car and you out here
biting noses.
Mike Tyson and niggas? Like, bro, what the fuck? Well, Mike Tyson, yes, bit the ear. I fucking realized that for all you fucking...
Yeah, actually.
Fucking dumbass motherfuckers. But yeah, bro, I thought when I saw that shit, I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Bit a fucking nose over golf.
What the fuck do you even do after that? Do you get your shit sewn back on as like a fucking cosmetic surgery?
Did he swallow it? Did he fucking spit it out?
I don't know. He probably took that shit home and made like a soup or something. Snot soup.
Snows.
Snows. Soup nose. All right. Yo, and this is the last one I want to read. Did you hear about the guy that snuck on stage during the Game of the Year awards?
Yes.
When Elden Ring won Game of the Year, he got up there and gave his speech. And he thanked his rabbi, Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Yep. Bro, my man, it was so, like, I remember seeing the clips afterwards, and it was perfect because he definitely invaded.
Yo, dead ass.
My man invaded
Dead ass.
the fucking people. They were just like walking, and my man just came out of the fucking left and was like in it now.
Yep.
And how the fuck do they let that happen? They were just like, who the fuck is that?
You know, I don't think they saw him at first. And then when he started talking, it was like...
I would have fucking yanked him. Ain't no way, bro. We just fucking won an award. I'm going to let this fucking weirdo just talk?
But you know what? That's what they get. Because that game is hard as shit. They deserve that. I ain't going to hold you. I was kind of like rooting for him.
So that's their boss battle is like that.
Like, now you see how it fucking feels. You work all hard, you get to the fucking end, and then
you
this
just get
fucking
ripped away.
Yeah, you're getting your shit smashed. 2 hits and you fucking dead. Fuck that game. I ain't played that shit since I bought it.
I just got it on PS5. Somebody gave it to me for Christmas.
Fuck you.
I'm going to play it now.
Yeah,
I was an Elden Lord on PC. Now I'm going to do it on PS5.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. Fuck y'all. Fuck that game.
Before we get to the outro, I wanted to, because I don't really be remembering who died at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like celebrity deaths in 2022. Let's recap that.
We had a lot of them, I think. Not as many as 2020. 2020 was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was just dropping. Oh yeah, the fucking dude that played the mountain.
He died?
He died.
Well, I mean, the
don't
Hound
remember.
was the more likable of the two. So
Yeah, but I mean, you can't not acknowledge that he was a. If there was no mountain, there would be no Hound.
bro, we saw his face in one episode. The rest of the fucking show, he was a fucking helmet. And
In the
red
later
eyes.
seasons, we saw him normal in the earlier ones.
On how many episodes? I remember him
Like 4.
Yeah, like I'm about to say, I remember him when he lost. He cut the fucking horse in half, and then that was
Yeah,
it.
he
Like,
did that. He did do that.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
Jason David Frank, the Power Ranger.
Oh yeah,
He
shout
did
out to
pass.
the Green Ranger. Damn,
I was never really into the Power Rangers.
shut the hell up.
Takeoff.
Yeah, shout out to Takeoff. Damn,
uh.
that's fucked up how he died. Shot my own damn homie supposedly. Be like that.
The dude that played Hagrid, Robbie, what's his name?
Yeah,
Coltrane. Robbie Coltrane.
that's his last name for real.
Yeah,
That's kind of disrespectful. I ain't gonna hold you. John
the Coltrane, baby.
John Coltrane was the fucking legend.
But yeah, he did pass. That sucks too. I mean, I'm a huge fucking Harry Potter fan.
Are you really?
Yeah, I
Never
love
knew
them
that.
fucking movies.
I don't see no fucking books around here.
I said movies.
Oh.
Book.
Usually people who like Harry Potter like it because of the books. That's
You know what's crazy is I want to start reading books,
2,000 pages.
right?
Fuck.
But it's very discouraging when I walk by Barnes and Nobles and I say to my wife, "Should go in there see if I can find a good book to read," and she laughs every time.
Why?
Because I don't know. She's
Reading
like, "You're not gonna
books is
fucking read a book." You reading a book? So then I just don't go in there and
Shit, I buy books for Christmas. If you don't like it, fuck you. I don't care.
Coolio. Coolio died?
Coolio died?
He's on this list.
Damn.
Coolio died?
Nobody talked about that.
September 28, 2022. Coolio died? I didn't
Nobody
fucking
talked
know that.
about Damn, that's kind of fucked up.
That's- Oh, and then Queen Elizabeth.
Next. Did I say that out loud? Damn, my bad. Shit.
There's a lot of names on this list. I just don't really know. There's so many people on this earth.
I feel like Queen Elizabeth probably is the biggest name of 2022 to go. Unfortunately.
Oh, the fucking This is the guy from Sopranos. Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Sorvino.
Sorvino. It's crazy how closely Spanish and Italian are.
Yeah.
How closely related. How close.
Ivana Trump.
Huh?
Ivana Trump.
What you mean? Oh yeah, I forgot. Damn. You know, honestly,
Didn't Trump bury her in his golf
like
course?
a tax write-off or something. I think this is fucking crazy. Bro is literally shot out, bro. He is shot the fuck out.
Oh, and then this one fucking sucked. Ray Liotta.
Who's that?
How do you fucking not know Ray Liotta?
Oh, I know Ray. Okay, not by name. I know.
How do you not know his name?
Because I'm not a fucking movie buff like you.
Fucking
I
maniac.
watch the shit he's in. I probably watched everything.
It's fucking original Goodfella right there. How the fuck? Ray Liotta.
I didn't even watch Goodfellas.
What? I love Goodfellas, but I do think The Departed was better.
Oh, easily. You got Leo
Yeah.
in it. Leo's the
Yeah, but I mean,
greatest actor
I
of
can
all
compare
time.
them a lot, like because same director, same kind of idea.
Leo's the
Martin
greatest
Scorsese.
actor of all time.
The greatest?
The greatest.
I'm there with you, actually. I'm not going to even sit here and argue with
Good.
it. I support Leo and everything that he does.
Yeah. I would watch that motherfucker do porn. Did I say that out loud? Nah, bro. That bro is that good of an actor.
But he's not going to be acting in the porn.
Yeah, porn is acting. What you mean? You think they real? You think it's real? Think porn is real?
Yeah. Are you telling me they don't like it like that?
It's like Santa Claus. It's not fucking real, George. But, I feel like Leo would have good taste. I feel like it would be like slim, thick ebonies and shit.
What the
Leo, a wild bull, man. He keep his shit too under wraps. I know whenever he dies or whenever his shit come out, it's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be something crazy.
Bob Saget. Bob Saget passed.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a lot of white people that died this year. Or at least that's what the fuck this list
That's
is
all the
showing me.
internet cares about.
Yeah, I mean the list is done, and there was a lot of white people that I actually don't fucking know. But that was pretty much it. Yeah. Not a tough year when you compare it to 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Do you remember 2021 at all? I feel like that was the year everybody regained their consciousness. So it was like a blip year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 2020 was just such a fucking weird year that sucked the life out of so many people.
Yeah.
And 2021, people were trying to kind of take those lives back and just be like, well, life is normal again.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. This year, I think I guess people say it every year, but I don't even know what the fuck I did this year.
No, I did a lot this year, so
I didn't do shit.
Not to fucking think about it.
2022 is over. 2023 is coming in, knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Only thing that I can hope for is that, I have another son on the way. That I can do right by him, do right by the family, keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah. I hope that this podcast can keep going the way that it's going.
You don't got a hope for that. This shit up.
And I just that's it. I just hope that the people that are close to me, that I care about, they succeed in anything that they're trying for.
Thank you. I know you're just talking about me. So
I wasn't even thinking about you.
Yeah, man, this year wasn't as bad as 2020 was, or even 2021. I'm doing a better job of looking at things from a positive light and hoping for the best. And I hope that everybody's doing that. Whether you're listening, watching, whatever. Focus on the things that you want to happen, not the things that you don't want to happen. Focus on the things that you love, not the things that you don't like. Fill your life with positive things and positive people, because life is very fucking short. And if you die tomorrow, you want to make sure that you've accomplished as much as you possibly could have, because it's essentially what you leave behind. You leave behind the people that you've touched, the things that you've built. And that's all that people will remember you for.
Yeah. And I mean, I think a year is a long time to learn a lot of things. But I mean, death isn't the only way you can lose somebody.
Yeah.
There's more than one way that somebody close to you can just up and disappear and kind of just not have them in your life. And, there's just things and obstacles that we're going to continue having to go over. Just find reasons to keep going.
Yeah.
Find reasons to better yourself and to just learn shit. I mean, me and Larry started this podcast, and I know on my end, and I got to say that on his end, we just learn as we go, and picking something to fucking, learn and try to perfect and try to get good at. Picking up a hobby. I mean, that's just something that's, I think anybody that any sane person could tell you to keep doing.
Yeah.
So 2023, just everybody tries to change themselves in one way or another. Just stick with whatever change you decide to make.
Yeah. 100%.
It's always easier to make a decision than it is to follow it. So just try to keep following it, follow through. Just try to make it the best year in a while. Like we said, last 2 years were tough. Yeah. So let's keep going up. But before we go, I really want to call. Should I?
Nah.
Should I call her and be like, hey,
I'm about to piss on myself. We gotta end this fucking episode.
Should we call her and be like, yo, you're on the podcast?
Put her on Skype. When we do the yeah, look out for that. We're gonna do Skype calls. So
we are. I mean, we have a lot of plans for 2023. A lot of things that are going to be a little more engaging for you guys. Get you guys on the show. Larry has to use the bathroom, so I'm going to make sure that I prolong this as much as possible.
Fuck you. I'll get up and walk off this bitch.
Anyway, happy New Year. Happy 2023.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy it with your friends. Enjoy it with family. Get drunk, even if you're pregnant, even if you're sober. Grab a drink.
Yeah.
I support all of that.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.